From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. It is, July the 8th. It's a Tuesday. This week is dragging on already, man. Like, I feel like I've been back to work for like 2 weeks already. It's been 2 days. What?
See,
Anyway.
I feel like the opposite. I feel like it's just flown by.
It's been, yeah, because you've been off, yeah. Yeah, last week flew by. Fastest week on record.
Felt like it.
Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe for us. We really appreciate that. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, man. We got some Celtics stuff. We got SEC Media Days coming up. Kirk Cousins crying like a little baby, being called out in the media by people. All kinds of stuff been going on. We got some Summer League. We got some... Did you hear AD had to have his retina reattached?
I did hear that, yeah.
And have surgery. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff going on, which is surprising since it's summer and there's nothing going on. But we got some stuff to talk about. So what's up, man? Happy Tuesday. You're still vacationing.
Still vacationing, yeah, man.
And you didn't have to dig no ditch.
No, didn't have to do. I actually didn't get anything done that was on my list.
Well, you got a couple of days left. You never know.
It was so freaking hot down here for the last couple of weeks. I didn't do anything but sit by the pool, sit in the pool, anything having to do with the pool.
I can't say I blame you. I was in Nebraska. It's pretty hot up there too.
And then the new dog, Maple, she loves the pool. She's a dog diver. She likes to jump from the side and belly flop in. And
that's awesome. Well, I think I'm just tired because of work, but I didn't get my normal nap this afternoon. Anyway. I'm doing good other than that. Glad to be back home, actually, and be back kind of in the swing of things. But work is dragging me down, man. I know that. I'm ready for retirement in like 25 years.
Yeah. It's not that far away. It's just right around the corner, man.
Yeah, just 20, 25 years. No big deal. Some prison sentences shorter than that, probably. Longer than that, too, probably. Yeah. Maybe I'll just paint my hair blue and live off of government. Would you hate me if I did that?
No, I've been thinking about doing it myself.
Hey, yeah, they may be onto something.
Yeah.
Sarah, I'm not doing it. I see these videos all the time. I spent $3,000 at the grocery store today. Woohoo! She's dancing around like, I don't much care for you right now. So many things about that one that I don't like.
The videos that get me are like the day in the life of a guy who's 31 and still lives with his parents.
Day in the life.
Yeah.
Here's the couch.
Yeah. I usually get up and I usually go for a walk and then I have a cup of coffee and then maybe I make my bed and then it's like, you should go get a job. I bet your parents would love it if you went and got a job.
I bet they would too. Anyway, shout out to you two for getting the new Twitter account. I think I have to change our thing because now I put both of them on there so that people know where to go find us now.
Well, they can come find you. They don't have to find me if they don't want.
Rural Route Tuck.
Rural Route Tuck.
There you go. Go find him on the Twitterverse.
You can find me at Rural Route Talk.
That fits you.
I guess.
You've
Twitter came up with it.
been navigating around it and stuff, finding everything that you need to.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out people to follow, and I want to go and look at their stuff before I start following them because I don't want any of this liberal bull crap showing up on my feed.
Yeah. I wish I had done mine a little different because I follow so many people now, but it's kind of like you have to follow people to get them to kind of follow back and stuff. It's supposed to work both ways, but
well, I guarantee you, if you follow me, I'll follow you back.
Lots of the big accounts that got like 2 million people or something, they don't follow anybody back,
Well, that's kind of jerkish.
With all the lists and stuff like that they have now too, you don't have to follow anybody, but if you don't want to, you can follow one person or nobody and still get a bunch of stuff. Anyway, what do you want to talk about first? We got all kinds of different things.
Best Cowboys of all time.
Best Cowboys of all time. Okay, let's talk about it. Did you see the hang on a minute.
I don't need a list. I got my list right here. Top 5.
Hang on. I hope I don't mess anything up here when I do this. Okay. Did that mess anything up?
Didn't mess anything up on mine.
Let me see if I can share this. I don't know if I can share this or not. I think I can. Hang on. Hey, boom. There we go. There we go. I found this on the Twitterverse.
All right.
What do you think about this list?
I mean, I wasn't around for number 10.
Number 10?
And
you don't remember old Mel Renfro?
I don't remember Mel Renfro.
He was a little bit before our time, but
hard to argue with any of the other ones. I don't remember Bob Lilly, but he is on every list, and his nickname was Mr. Cowboy. Okay, so I think that's might have been the reason Bob Lilly makes the list every time. He was Mr. Cowboy.
He was really good. There's some people missing a couple maybe. It's hard to narrow it down to 10, right? I mean,
I got it narrowed down to 5.
Tony Dorsett. I mean, that dude was unreal.
Tony Dorsett's pretty, but Michael Irvin's not on there.
Michael Irvin, Daryl Johnson's not on here.
Daryl Johnson's not on there.
Jay Novacek.
Tony
Romo. Well, Tony Romo ain't on here.
Tony Romo's not on there. He isn't. Can you believe that?
I know. I'm shocked.
Tony Romo ain't on there.
I know. It's kind of surprising. You got top 5? Are the 5 on your list on this list?
Yeah, I think they are. Number 5, I got Larry Allen.
Okay.
And number 4, I got Troy Aikman.
I can get behind that.
Just so you're just flip-flopping places.
Okay.
Number 3, I got Bob Lilly because he's on every list you look at, man. Every list you look at. Matter of fact, 1, 2, and 3. The only thing I do different on this list is I would change 4 and 5. I would put Troy ahead of Larry Allen. And the only reason Emmett beats out Roger is because, he's the all-time rush leader. He's the all-time touchdown leader. I mean, you can't.
Starbuck was special. He was special too.
Took us 4 Super Bowls. I mean, he was pretty special, yeah.
Only played 10 years.
Well, football was a lot rougher back then. 10 years, a pretty good long career. How long did Bradshaw play?
Oh, goodness, I don't know. Probably no tells.
I'd say Bradshaw's probably there around that 10-year mark, 10, 12 years.
He probably played too long, don't you think?
Terry Bradshaw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bound to have, right?
Sure. I think it's
up here.
I think it is it's a curse of pro players. Like uh, most pro players don't go out on top. Most pro players go out, when they're old and they can't play no more. Very few go out like Barry Sanders did, or guys that have short careers, outstanding careers, but then they're like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, Barry was definitely different.
I think that there's I think you might see, especially now that college players are getting paid and everything, you might see guys retire a little bit earlier in the pros just because they've already made some money in college and now they've made some money in the NFL or whatever.
Yeah.
But look at Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron's going to go out on a gurney. That's how Aaron's going to end his career because he won't give it up. Manning, Peyton Manning probably played 1 year too long, or maybe even 2 years too long.
Yeah, it happens. It's like boxing.
Yeah,
I saw Vander Holyfield fight not that long ago, and I thought, man, you don't need to be doing this. You need to go. You need to go home.
Terry Bradshaw played 14 seasons in the
14.
NFL.
Okay. Sounds about right. Seemed like he was there a long time.
Now you could do greatest cowboy by position, right? And this list doesn't change that much, other than Troy's not in the top 5 anymore. But Emmett's your best running back you ever had. Staubach's probably the best quarterback you ever had. Larry Allen's probably, I don't know, man.
Oh no, there's some good dudes, man. Tony Dorsett was unbelievable.
Tony Dorsett was good, but he doesn't own the records.
And where's Ed Too Tall Jones? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember being a Randy White fan, and Danny White. Danny White was the quarterback when first time I ever watched the Cowboys play.
Yeah,
that's a blast from the past.
And I mean, DeMarcus Ware being number 9, that seems like he never really accomplished anything. You know what I mean? Yep. Like he was a good player, but he never won a Super Bowl or anything.
Yeah, no. Look. None of these guys are recent either.
No.
You know what I mean? Like Witten played 2019? Is that what this is?
Yeah. Well, yeah. But Witten was probably he's probably the one on the list that's played the most recent, and that's still 7 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah, 5, 6 years ago. That's that tells you a lot about the Cowboys.
Larry Allen's dead now.
What?
Yeah,
you keep telling me that. That's crazy. How did he die? Being a big guy?
Maybe I said this last time and we looked it up and he's not dead. Maybe I was thinking of somebody else.
Let me see here.
Yeah, died June 2nd, 2024.
That's great. About vacationing with his family in Mexico.
Yeah.
That stinks. Well, he went into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He got to be alive for that in 2013.
Yeah, the only complaint I have about Larry Allen is that when he wasn't playing for us, he was playing for San Francisco.
Yeah. He was only 52, man.
Yeah, young man. I remember he was young.
That's sad. That's really sad. Let me see here. See if we can find out how come he passed away here. Any other Cowboys you want to put on the list?
I would put that whole offensive line from the 1990s on there.
Yeah.
They were freaking good. What about the little guy that now I can't think of his name? Jeff Bates. Wasn't his name Jeff Bates?
Oh, yeah, number 40.
Yeah, dude. He was a good
Is it
cowboy.
Jeff? I don't remember
Was
his
it
first
Jeff?
name.
It was something Bates.
Was Bates. I didn't remember that. Yeah, he was intimidated. What's his name? Didn't freaking Ditka. Ditka was a cowboy.
Dicka was a cowboy?
Yeah, he's the tight end for the Cowboys.
You sure
And
about that?
Jeff, the guy that coached for Tennessee for a real long time. Jeff, what's that guy's name? I can picture him in my head, but I can't remember his last name.
What about Drew Pearson? Drew Pearson's not on this list.
What was that guy's name? Who's the guy that coached Tennessee for a long time? Jeff
Fisher?
Fisher. I think he played for the Cowboys.
What about Darren Woodson? Darren Woodson's not on this list.
Oh, yeah, I know you put the whole 94 95 team probably be on this list.
Charles Haley?
Yeah, Charles Haley, that's a good one, too.
Dion was a cowboy.
That's true. Dion, yeah.
Don Meredith?
That's been a lot. I thought of him a while ago, but he didn't really have. He didn't have a lot of great. I think he might be a Hall of Famer actually, but
They got Ed Too Tall Jones as number 27.
Oh, Ed Too Tall. He was in those movies. No, it wasn't. That's Bubba Smith, wasn't it?
It was Bubba Smith.
He was in some movie. What was Ed Too Tall? What was he in? He was in something.
I remember Terry Bradshaw and Mean Joe Green were in The Bandit because he says, "Hey Joe, tackle that car."
I remember that. Bubba Smith played somewhere too. Where'd he play at? He was like Minnesota or somewhere.
Bubba Smith played his college ball at the University of Arkansas.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I do believe that's true. I will double check.
Let's see.
Danny White.
He was in the Black Six, One Man Jury. These are all in the 70s.
What about Calvin Hill? Forgot about Calvin Hill. Roy Williams.
Okay, he wasn't in any really good. He wasn't in anything hardly. I guess I'm just thinking of Bubba Smith and a bunch of stuff.
What about Herschel Walker?
Yeah, I thought of him. Yeah, he's in that top 5 running backs. It'd be Emmett and Dorsett, Herschel Walker. I don't know after that. I don't know. You put the Moose in there probably.
Bill Bates. His name was Bill.
Bill
Bates.
Bill. That's right. Maybe Fisher played for the Bears, maybe, or something. I thought he played for the Cowboys, though. Let's see. Bubba Smith was born in Orange, Texas. He went to Michigan State University. Was an All-American in the 60s, mid-60s. Played for the Colts, Raiders, Oilers, and then played Moses Hightower in the Police Academy movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michigan State.
Who were we talking about a while ago?
Bubba Smith?
No, before that.
Jeff Fisher?
No. You said somebody else played for the Cowboys, and I was like, "Are you sure?"
Oh, Jeff Fisher. So I was wondering.
No, you named off somebody, Mike Ditka.
Oh yeah, Ditka. Okay, Jeff Fisher went to USC.
Mike Ditka is 85 years old.
Okay, Fisher played for the Bears. Okay, I started to say I think I Well, I even said I thought I'd be the Bears. So
Yeah, Dick had never played for the Cowboys.
who did he play for?
He played for the Bears.
Okay, who am I thinking of the big tight end for the Cowboys?
Big tight end for the Cowboys.
In like the 60s, 50s.
In the
60s.
60s? I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
It wasn't Ditka? Are you sure?
It was not Ditka. Ditka never played.
Hmm.
Played tight end for the Chicago Bears from 1961 to 66. During his 12-year career, Ditka recorded. Wait a second.
Yeah, he
Hold on.
did. Here we go. Traded to the Cowboys in 1969. So he played for 3 years. And retired. He won a Super Bowl.
Oh, he played for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. I had no idea Mike Ditka was ever a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah, I saw a couple highlights one time and I thought, what? Because I thought,
Ditka was the first tight end in NFL history to reach 1,000 yards receiving in his rookie year.
Wow.
1,000 yards in your rookie year is pretty freaking good, dude. Nowadays, that's pretty good.
He won Super Bowl 6 with the Cowboys in the 71 season. They beat the Dolphins 24-3, and he caught a touchdown.
It's also where he started his coaching career. He started coaching for the Cowboys as an assistant head coach and a special teams coordinator. 1973 to 1981. So he was with the Cowboys for a while.
Yeah. Fisher was a Bear. Ditka was a Bear, but he was a Cowboy for a little bit. Who's the other guy I was thinking of? It's not him, but who's the Butkus? That's what I was thinking of, but he was always a Bear, right?
I don't know. Dick Butkus. He was on a TV show.
Yeah, he was on no. I always get Butkus and that other dude mixed up. The guy that's on Webster. You know what I'm talking about? What's that guy's name? Flopolopoulos or something.
It was like Williams or something like that, wasn't it? Oh, now I got to look up the cast of Webster. Google's like, what are you doing?
I know.
This guy's all over.
Our phone's definitely nowhere from the 1990s.
Yeah.
Probably.
Alex Karras.
Karras, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Or Karras.
I think for a long time I thought that he was Butkus.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, that's not him. I was a kid.
But Butkus has done some
Let's see.
TV.
Butkus was wow. He was 3rd overall pick. The same year the Bears also took Gale Sayers. Not a bad.
All right, Dick Butkus. You remember the show My Two Dads?
Yes.
All right. Well, he was in that show.
He was?
Yeah, he was also in a show called Blue Thunder.
Blue Thunder. I don't remember that one at all.
Apparently, he was in the movie The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, wow. Well, anyway, here's your greatest Cowboys list or whatever, according to the Twitterverse or whatever. We can debate that. The other Cowboy stuff I saw was this year was Dak was fully healthy and ready for training camp. He's got one more checkup. I think I saw another one where he said that he was ready to go or something. He said he was ready to go or something like that. So guess he's ready to go. We'll see. Let's see.
Butkus was also in the movie Necessary Roughness.
He was a coach, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
That's wild.
I don't remember him being in that movie. I do remember him being in The Longest Yard when they Or no, it wasn't The Longest Yard. Maybe that was Unnecessary Roughness, where they played the team from the prison. Is that Necessary Roughness?
No, that's Longest Yard.
No, Longest Yard. They're already in prison. They are the prison team. This one, they play a team from the prison to get ready for the season.
Oh,
And I think that might be Necessary Roughness. I don't remember.
Unnecessary Roughness.
No, it's called Necessary Roughness, but we've always said Unnecessary Roughness, but it's actually called Necessary Roughness. The name of it.
Oh wow, that's
With Scott Bakula.
okay. Yeah, I was getting confused with the Replacements.
The Replacements. That's not it though. That's not
Okay,
the one
okay. Hang on a minute. Necessary Roughness. Hang on, I gotta
yeah,
switch.
the one with Scott Bakula.
Okay.
They're the armadillos. And he's like a 34-year-old farmer who never played college ball. And the coach
Yeah.
comes and
Was
gets him.
Butkus one of the announcers, or no? He was the coach. Wasn't he? He was the opposite coach, wasn't he? Opposing coach.
No. I
Oh,
think.
dang.
Hold on, I'm looking for him. Dick Butkus. Yeah, he was a convict. They played a team from the local prison or whatever, and he steps off, and they're all NFL players. It's like
Yeah.
Dick Butkus, Too Tall Jones. They all like come walking off the bus.
Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. You have to watch that movie again. Kathy Ireland's in that movie.
He was also in Any Given Sunday, the old Miller Lite commercials. Remember those?
With John Madden.
We could do a show on movies football guys have been in. It'd be a long list.
I think we did greatest sports movies on one of our lists, and that took a while because there are a lot of sports movies out there.
That's a tough one right there. That's very
I
tough.
think you actually have to break it down into like your top 5 football sports movies, your top 5 basketball sports movies.
Yeah.
Because even baseball has some good sports movies, like Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Major League, Bull Durham.
Yeah. I like the kids stuff. I like Major League. Little Big League was a good one.
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's really good.
Dennis Quaid did one called The Rookie. Did you ever see it?
Yes.
He's like
he's
like a science teacher. I mean, his kids talk him into going out and trying
That's
out.
like a true story, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is.
It's nice to think it is, but I'm
yeah, I think it is. I think it is, man.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of
what's the
basketball,
one? What's the one where the kid breaks his arm and all of a sudden he can throw like?
That's the Rookie.
So which one's the one where the kid inheriting the Minnesota Twins?
Oh, that's like Little Big League or something.
I don't remember what that was called. That was a good.
Hang on, I'll find out.
That's a good one. Because it's got the riddle in it about, a guy rides into town on Tuesday and stays 3 days, and he leaves on Tuesday. How is that possible?
Yeah, Little Big League.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah. That was a crazy one. Anyway, something else I saw. So the old Celtics, man, they're not going to bring back. Brad Stevens said it's unlikely that Al Horford's going to return. I
saw a thing that said he was trying to decide between Golden State, the Denver Nuggets, or retiring.
I can't believe this guy's still playing, to be honest with you.
He's had a long career.
So long ago. Yeah, that seems so long ago with Florida, Joakim Noah. Where's that guy at? You know what I mean? Like, he's been retired for 10 years probably.
Horford's been around for a long time, but it's not like it's not like he hasn't been good. You know, he's been.
Oh yeah,
One of the reasons he hadn't retired is because he's still freaking good. You know,
he is.
He's got that funny looking set shot, but man, he can nail it.
Yep, he shoot. He can provide that, and he plays pretty good defense.
Yeah,
For
rebound,
an old guy.
big body inside.
Well, it's just one more step that the old Celtics are melting down. You know what I'm saying? They're getting rid of everything. Got rid of Holiday, got rid of Porzingis. Tatum's out for no telling us how long, probably all year, probably.
Probably, I imagine.
I mean, most of the year anyway.
It's going to be the Jaylen Brown show, pretty much. So
Yeah.
it's going to be the Jaylen Brown show.
Brown and who? White. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so they're in like full rebuild mode. It feels like.
But maybe Jordan. This will get Jordan Walsh some time off the bench. You know, maybe he'll get the actual some playing time or whatever.
Yeah, Walsh might get to play. And then they got that Hugo Gonzalez kid. They drafted him. That he's a Spanish. I think
This is
like that. He's really good.
This is a good year for Boston to play a bunch of their bench and some of their draft picks and kind of tank the season accidentally on purpose to get a high draft pick.
They need to trade Tatum away before he makes a comeback.
They gave him too much money. They're not going to be able to get rid of him.
True. It's very true.
That's what.
Anyway,
that's one of the things that screws you about these max deals. You know, you play really, your player plays really well, and you give them a max deal, and then they, you know, blow out a knee or their Achilles, and then it's pretty much you don't get your money's worth out of the max deal. Pretty much, they're going to get for the $100 million or whatever they're giving Tatum. They got one NBA championship.
Well, did they get? They got two, didn't they? Did they win back to back? No.
No, they went back to back, but they did not win back to back.
Okay. Well, I know Orlando's in the same boat. They just paid Paulo the max deal, and
see,
Wagner,
it makes me
like right there, and Suggs right there, and they said all three of them are 5-year deals. They're all going to come due at the same time. So Orlando's got 4 or 5 years. They got to either make the run or not make the run. I mean, this is it. It's now or never.
See, and that's what makes me think. Like LeBron the other day was complaining about ring culture. Oh, ring culture, all this stuff. You know, he's complaining because he's falling short. Anyway, doesn't matter. But I think that's one of the things that goes with this. I don't think there is a ring culture, because if there was, I think some of these guys that are due max contracts would say, hey, I'll take a little less money if you could put some talent around me so I can win a ring or whatever. But it seems like players today are more, they base how good they are by how much money they make, not by how many rings they got on their finger. And I think real champions, a guy who's really searching for a ring and really wants to win a ring, is willing to take a little less money so he can get the stars that he needs around him to do it. And these guys don't do that. They're like, hey, hell yeah, give me my max contract. You know,
yeah,
I'm worth it.
It might be, I mean, to us, right, we're sitting here thinking, you know, what's the difference between 80 million and 70 million? You know what I mean? But if we was millionaires, we might think different. I don't know.
I'd
like to think I wouldn't.
I came from a different time where, you know, I want to win. That's what I want. I don't. At a certain point, you've made enough money. You've made enough money that you're taken care of for the rest of your life. Your kids are taken care of. Some of these guys make enough money, their grandchildren and their grandchildren will be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So at a certain point, I mean, after you get past that first deal where you make a good amount of money or whatever, I don't understand, you know, like Jimmy Butler's whole thing about leaving Miami is they didn't want to pay him, you know, the max contract or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but
well, I think part of it though is like you were saying, like you don't ever know. You make one wrong step and your career's done and you can't make no more money. I think that's what they think too.
But you
I
can't.
gotta get my money while I can because I might get hurt
You think?
tomorrow.
Do you think that Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Kevin Durant or hell, you can take it back to Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Do you think those guys are hurting for money once they quit basketball? I mean, you still got endorsement deals. People are constantly wanting you to come and speak. They're wanting you to come and do this, come and do that. It's not like you're never going to make any more money again because you can't pick up a basketball. But I don't know. Maybe
That's how
they're
they think, though. You know what I mean? That's what they think.
they base their self-worth on what their bank account says.
Because I mean, some of them do disappear, right? Like like say, this is a good example. So like Derrick Rose, right?
Yeah.
MVP, all the stuff, tears the knee, never the same, never the same, never gonna
Sure.
make the same. But I mean, he's still gonna get all that endorsement stuff like that. But I mean, it does happen. He kind of disappeared in a way.
I think that if you are a star in the NBA, the NFL, or Major League Baseball, you only disappear if that's what you want to do. Like if you want to do commentary or you want to make money off the game after you retire, you can. It's possible for you to do it. A lot of these guys don't go that route. Maybe they're tired of it. Maybe they don't want to do that or whatever. But the money's there to be made once you quit basketball. Once you have a name. Now, I mean, somebody like, LaMelo Ball might have a hard time making some money after he gets out, but I doubt it. Even guys like those, if you have it's just like Twitter. Like you have to have a name. Everybody follows Elon Musk,
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you have a name, people are going to gravitate towards you. But I don't know if that's how these guys think or not. They might think that basketball is everything, and once I'm done with basketball, I'm not going to have a life or something like. I don't know. I just think that the max contracts.
If they're like we were when we were like 30, you're gonna live forever. There is no retire. Like retirement's so far away. Like, perspective, right? Some of them. I mean, like Shaq. I mean, Shaq's a bazillionaire because of all the stuff he's done.
Yeah, and a very, very small percentage of that money came from actual basketball. Shaq made all his, or the majority of his money from good investments, endorsements.
Made a lot from the businesses.
Commentator. I mean, he's always doing something.
Well, I mean, he got 120 million that one time, so I mean, he did all right.
I just feel like if I
250,
of course, it's easy to sit back in like retrospect. Like I'm 50, so I'm looking back on life at this point. I'm not, really looking forward as much as I'm looking back on life. And I would like to think at 30, I've been like, I'll take less money, get me a couple of dudes in here. But who knows, at 30, I might have been like, you going to pay me my money? I don't know. I've never been in a situation like this.
Yeah, it's true.
But I think that it kind of puts a hamper on LeBron's whole ring culture thing, because I don't know how many guys are out there are really hungry for a ring. I mean, I just watched SGA win a ring, and he didn't even look like he was that excited about it. Like afterwards, he wasn't laying on the floor crying like Michael or anything like that. He was just walking around with the championship. Yeah, we won. It's like,
yeah, it seemed very quiet, didn't it?
Yeah, it's very weird.
It is weird, especially with a bunch of young guys like that.
Well, they made fun of Jalen Williams, the kid from Arkansas, because he's running around acting like he just, won the world. And, the kid played, maybe 20 games all year long. It just.
You see the memes they had about him?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro.
It's funny, man. It's funny.
They call him Dennis. Asian Dennis. I was like, oh my gosh. You racist
Yeah.
suckers. Anyway, anything else about the Celtics before we move on? I just wanted to bring up that it seemed like they're dismantling. You know,
I feel like Boston is the type of franchise that they're probably going to be down a couple of years, but they'll be back. They've proven over and over again that unlike New York, they can build a team and make something happen in Boston. They can't seem to do that in New York.
I just figured it out. You know what happened?
What's that?
Well, you know, Arkansas's general manager, Remy Cofield, right?
Mm-hmm.
He came from Boston.
Yeah.
As soon as he left,
They
fell apart. He's holding things together. Or he saw some things fixing to happen, and he was like, I'm out of here. One of those two things happened.
I don't know, man. I think Boston will be back. Give them a couple of years. They got to get Tatum healthy. We'll see what he's like after he comes back. I imagine they'll probably have a couple of down years where they can get some good draft picks, and they'll end up rebuilding. Boston's always significant in the East.
Well, they should have got a good one this year. I'm telling you, this Hugo Gonzalez, man. I'm telling you, dude's good. He's really good. He almost came to college last year, and it was like, if he went to college, man, this guy would have dominated everybody. And like he was playing with the Igor Denham kid, the kid that went to BYU. You know, he's better than him. He's better than him. Like Igor was kind of deferring to him. You know what I mean? So they got a good one there. We'll see how it turns out in the NBA, but he's tearing up the Spanish league or whatever it was, Euro League. See what else we got. Big 12 commissioner. Old Brett. Always good for a quote. He says, I believe we'll be the deepest football conference in America. I fully expect the Big 12 to earn multiple college football playoff bids this year.
I don't know if it's just like the filter they used on the camera or what, but this guy looks like he's a corpse.
He's kind of gray, ain't he?
I mean, not just his hair, like he is like just, he looks like he should be laying in a coffin somewhere.
Well, let's see here. So, Mr. Big Shot here thinks it's Big 12 is going to have multiple college football playoff bids. So let's just go look. Let me go look here. Big 12. Let's see if I name off a team that you think is going to make the playoff here.
Well, I can name two right away. Texas, Oklahoma. Oh, wait, no, they're in the SEC. Oh, wait.
Like what you did there.
I'm at a loss. I can't think of a team from the Big 12.
Okay, here you go. Here's your long shots. I'd even say this.
Okay.
Arizona State.
They lost Scattaboo. I don't know how good they're going to be this year, man.
They should probably be pretty good. Then BYU might be decent. They got money.
I feel like BYU's one of they're slowly turning into like the West Coast Notre Dame. Like every year I got to hear about how, this is BYU's year, and every year
they got money now. They got lots of money. They're getting all their good recruits. So we'll see how that goes. Colorado.
Okay. All right. I don't even know who's he got as a quarterback now that the number 141 pick is gone.
I don't know. I don't even know. Haven't even looked yet. Who else? Iowa State, nah. Kansas State, nah. Texas Tech, Texas Tech been spending a lot of money too.
Maybe Baylor?
Utah, I don't see multiple teams getting in is kind of my point here. Colorado should probably be pretty good, but we don't know, because they're unproven, right?
You got Baylor and TCU's usually make some noise. OSU, they'll end up screwing their system up. Old Gundy or whatever, he's terrible.
Kansas State's usually decent. Usually make a bowl game or something.
Does
Anyway,
Kansas have a football team?
Yeah, they got one. If that's what you want to call it.
I thought they played basketball there, and everybody who wanted to play football went to Kansas State.
Pretty sure that's what happens. So they go to Oklahoma or something.
I'm gonna have to tell the great Brett.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Your mark.
Your mark, Brett. Dead man, your mark over here. I'm gonna have to say he's probably wrong. Now multiple could just mean two. I mean, two is considered multiple. So okay. I mean,
yeah, that's
true. Yeah. Some people might say three, but I say
Yeah, but is he okay? He's probably pumping sunshine too, right? Because if he was being real, he might have said, "I think a couple."
Well, he's
to get in.
He's the Big 12 commissioner. So he's not going to come out and say our league sucks. We'll be lucky to get one in. That's not what he's going to say. Is the Big 12?
Kind of his job, right?
Yeah. I'm sure the Sun Belt commissioner is coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to get multiple in this year. We're going to get multiple ones in.
We're the deepest football conference in America.
Yeah, we're going to beat the Razorbacks."
Come on. Well, you might beat them, but you're not beating.
Oh my gosh, man! They beat us. They beat us, and I may be done with football for the year if Arkansas State beats Arkansas.
Arkansas State, I would not be.
I will be done with college football on week 2 if Arkansas State beats us. Okay, I will be done. They'll be like, "Did you watch college football this week?" I say, "No, I didn't. I did not watch college football this week."
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I do have tickets to that ball game if you're interested in going.
Cool. All right. Let's see what else I got here.
I also have one extra. I guess we could put it up as a prize to our listeners, huh?
Take somebody to the ball game. Look at you being brave.
Floppy, you want to go to the Razorback game?
Oh, Kirk Cousins is upset. I don't know if you know this. Netflix got their new quarterback season 2 or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
I forget who the other two is. That's not the same quarterbacks as the first season, was it? Is it? Because Kirk was in that one too. Let me see here. Hold on. Pull up my notes here.
I don't know what Kirk said wrong. What did Kirk say wrong? I just read the whole thing. What did Kirk say wrong?
He didn't say anything wrong. He just people are calling him a whiny bag.
Why?
Joe Burrow and Jared Goff. That's the other two. Hang on, let me pull my thing back up here. He said, hang on a minute, that he felt misled by the organization when they drafted Michael Penix. And a lot of people were like, "You need to shut up." That's pretty much what the Twitterverse was saying a while ago. And there was some choice words behind that.
Because he's not allowed to have an opinion.
I guess not. I mean, but I mean, he didn't say anything. He's like, he played it cool for a year. You know what I mean? Like, didn't say nothing. But really, he was feeling like this the whole time. But isn't this the whole season, right? So this is probably like the first time this is being talked about. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's trying to say he would have went somewhere else. Is kind of what he's saying. If he knew they were going to draft a quarterback that was going to play right away, he'd have went somewhere else.
Well, okay. So this is his 13th year in the league. Okay, and I think Kurt was being a little bit unrealistic with himself to think that he was going to go somewhere and they weren't going to recruit to put somebody behind him. I mean, he's probably only got a couple of years left anyway.
Yeah, but they just gave him $100 million or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, you're the quarterback. You're our guy. You're here for as long as you want to stay. Oh, wait, but we're going to draft this top pick that's going to take your job.
Well, I'm sorry, but you give me $100 million, you can draft whoever you want. I don't give a crap. You can draft. You can draft whoever you want. You can put whoever you want behind me. You can make me compete against whoever you want. You're paying me $100 million. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like he has nothing to complain about.
Well, if you wanted to make $100 million, but you want to make $100 million somewhere else and play, would you want the $100 million in play, or you just want your $100 million and you don't care?
Oh, dude, if I can make $100 million and sit on the bench and not have to get hit or anything, hell yeah, I'll take the $100 million.
This is why you're not an NFL quarterback. This is why, right here.
Well, it's not a fair question because I'm a 50-year-old fat white dude.
I know.
I'm going to take that.
If you were Kirk Cousins.
If I was Kirk Cousins, that I would take my Christian beliefs and I would pass them along to Michael Penix Jr. by example. That's what I would do.
Okay.
I think it's silly. I think it's silly for a 30-year-old quarterback. If you're 30 or older and you're a quarterback, then you got to expect that they're going to bring in somebody to put behind you to take your job eventually. I mean, you're a 30-year-old quarterback. I like Kirk Cousins. I think he's a stand-up dude, but come on, let's be real about this. You got paid. You get to wake up in the morning and go and play football for a living. I think that
if you're trying to win a Super Bowl and you're trying to win right now, wouldn't you be like, couldn't we got a receiver or some defensive end that tears quarterbacks' heads off? Can we got that to help the team win right now instead of find somebody to replace me?
Well, I mean, he had a good situation in Minnesota, and he went off and, the grass.
Same thing. They got a guy there too.
The grass is always greener on the other side, I think, is the problem here.
Oh, JJ came in.
I mean, you just got to assume that eventually you're going to get replaced. I mean, it's the whole reason Rodgers left Green Bay. It's the whole reason.
Well, I think that's why people are telling him to shut up. Because you're kind of saying the same thing. Shut up, take your money, be quiet.
I just don't really think it's not like I'm telling. He can feel any way he wants to feel, and he can say whatever he wants to say. It's just, I feel like he doesn't have much of a case here. I mean, you're not being. It's not like you're the third quarterback in the room and they're not even paying attention to you or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he even finishes it off with, you're not entitled to anything. It's all about earning your spot and proving yourself. So, I mean, he has the same opportunities that Michael Penix has. He's got the same opportunities everybody else has.
Yeah. And he said, I had no reason to leave Minnesota.
Then why did you?
Because they offered him $100 million, probably.
Exactly. Like, it's the grass is always greener thing, man.
Anyway.
But
Penix might get in this year and play. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Good luck to Atlanta. And, I want to see Penix. I got nothing against Kirk Cousins. I like Kirk. But the league at quarterback is getting kind of old. Or it was starting to get kind of old. And this is one of the old guys that you got around. Joe Flacco, Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers. You got some guys that need to move on and make some room for these younger guys that I'm not saying they're going to be better, but they're younger. They haven't been beat up as much as you guys have. I want to see some younger quarterback. And it's gotten better with Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix and a couple of these young kids that are coming in, Tua and Murray and Dak. And you got some younger guys at quarterback now. But some of these old dudes need to you made your money, get out. I imagine Kurt's probably hanging around because he doesn't have that ring yet. I think if Kurt would have had a ring by now, he'd probably been gone.
Probably. I don't know if you watched that Netflix show last season. It was actually pretty good, pretty interesting to watch what they go through. And like, they basically it's just a physical, like, get beat up and then spend the whole time trying to feel better, get beat up, trying to feel better, get beat up, try to feel better, like it's just a nonstop thing. It's pretty crazy what they go through. And that's just the quarterback. I don't know what the guys that actually like ever play, what they have to go through. You know what I mean?
I watched a video one time of Terry Funk trying to get out of bed in the morning. And that's what I always imagine like football players going through in the mornings, you know.
Yeah.
It probably took Terry 20 minutes just to get everything broke loose and everything so he could just walk around the house, you know.
Broke loose. What a mental picture.
That's the way I always picture it. When I get up in the mornings, everything's cracking. Like I gotta break everything loose.
I'm that way too. Once I get warmed up, I'm all right. But that first initial kick start's a little.
Man, I tell you what, we used to drive over the road and we do 10-hour shifts. And I would get behind the wheel and I would drive for 9.5 of those 10 hours. You know, you got to have bathroom breaks and get gas and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I drove from here to Fayetteville, which is a 2.5-hour drive, taking the back roads.
Yeah.
I got out in Fayetteville and it felt like somebody had beat me with a baseball bat.
Yeah. I know, man. I had to make that trek from Nebraska, man. It was like 13 hours, 14 hours.
Golly, man.
Woo. Well, I drove about 5, and then we got out and did the museum. So I walked for a couple of hours, and then we got dinner. And then she was like, we're going to go on to Lincoln and spend the night, which was still a couple of hours away. And the truck driver came out in me. And I was like, nah.
We ain't spending money on the hotel room.
We going home. And by God, we put that thing in drive and we came home. That's how it went right there. Anyway, let's see what else we got. I got SEC Media Days is coming up. This is who's Arkansas is taking. I saw a big long list of all the guys that are going. Arch Manning's going to be there. All the big name guys that you think that would be there is going to be there. But this who's Arkansas is taking. The 14th through the 17th, which is next week, I think. It's pretty typical. That's who I figured to get to go. And then I saw SEC Mike, you know, our guy on the SEC podcast, him and cousin Shane, right? Those guys, love those guys. Cousin SEC Mike put out some stuff. He put out this SEC bowl projections. This is where he thinks everybody's going to end up. You know, way too early predictions here. He thinks Texas, Georgia, LSU, and Alabama are going to make the playoff. And then here's your other games. You got the Liberty Bowl.
Okay, all right. I have one question here. One question. How the hell is Arkansas going to get 6 wins to make a bowl?
I don't know. I was just thinking the same thing.
Because I went over the schedule, and
he's really high on Taylor Green, man. He's got him.
I'm hoping.
Look in a second.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that Taylor comes out and has a great year this year. It's his second year under Bobby. I'm hoping he just tears it up. But honestly, man, I mean, I looked at our schedule and it's like murderer's row. It's like I don't see 6 wins in there. And I'm usually the optimist. I'm usually the ones like, oh yeah, we can get 8 wins, man. All we got to do is this and this and this. Yeah. I'm having trouble this year. I'm having real trouble this year.
I know. It's a brutal schedule for sure. But here's his predictions. And this is assuming everybody gets bowl eligible, apparently, because I don't know how everybody's going to be bowl eligible. But the Birmingham Bowl looks like Tulane. Where he's got Arkansas picked. Anyway, just funny stuff he puts out. I thought this was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then he also put out his top quarterbacks for the SEC. his quarterback rankings, and this is how he's got them ranked.
All right.
Lamar Sellers, the kid from South Carolina.
Sure,
Kid,
sure.
Yeah, this kid good. He's good.
Isn't
DJ
it
Lagway.
Isn't the Nussmeier kid for LSU? Isn't he the one they stole from Michigan or whatever?
I believe so. Yeah, I think he's a transfer.
And he's got Taylor Green
Maybe.
above Arch Manning, huh?
He has Taylor Green at number 4. Yes, and John Mateer, he transferred from I think Washington State. He's supposed to be really good. Yeah, Arch, Arch's got to prove some stuff, but I mean, so does DJ Lagway. Like, I mean, I wouldn't put him at number 2.
Dude, everybody on this list has got stuff to prove, man.
He's talented. He's talented, but true. A lot of new, Diego's number 12. I mean,
Well, the kid that had to take over for I'm a leaving at Tennessee is sitting there at number 11.
yeah, Joey Aguilar. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Bo Pribula at Missouri. Who's that?
I'm really interested to see this quarterback that was sitting behind Jackson Dart at Ole Miss, Austin Simmons, see what he does.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
see,
don't
man.
know. I do not. Like, I'm excited that football season is right around the corner. Okay, we're only a month and a half away. Football season starting back up. I'm excited about that. I'm having problems getting up for the Arkansas college football. I'm having problems getting excited about it.
Yeah.
Instead of excitement, I'm feeling more like
What?
dread. No, dread's not a good word.
I think a lot of people are feeling that way, man. You're not alone. You are not
I'm
alone.
starting to worry.
There's some let me share this. Let's look at this right quick. Where is it at? Right here. Here you go. Make it so bigger here. Alabama A&M,
Win.
Arkansas State,
Win.
Ole Miss.
Don't know.
A lot of people are saying Ole Miss aren't going to be as good as they were last year.
Well,
but
they lost Jackson Dart.
they did.
So, I mean, you do have to work in a new quarterback and all that, but I don't know, man.
At Ole Miss, though.
Yeah, and Kiffin's a good coach. Now, the good thing about Kiffin is he has 1 or 2 games every year that he should win that he doesn't. And so you always have a chance when you play Kiffin that maybe you're one of those teams that he's going to miss on. So I don't know about Ole Miss. I think we can beat Memphis.
Memphis, yeah, they're probably be pretty good.
That's 3-1.
But see, you're like, I mean, okay. Notre Dame?
No.
Tennessee?
No.
At Tennessee.
We're 3-3 right now.
But Tennessee, I mean, man, just depends on how these teams play. I don't know. Texas A&M, they were good last year till
They got a new coach. They got to come to us for the first time in a while. We're not playing in Dallas or in Jerry World, so that's a possible win, I guess.
Auburn, I think we can win that one. They're a freaking train wreck.
All right. You got me up to 5 wins.
Mississippi State, we could beat them. They should be better, but still bottom of the league probably.
I think we're going to end up in a situation where we're going to have to win at least one of our last 4 ball games to get bowl eligible.
I think that's pretty optimistic.
And we might end up having to win 2 of our last 4 ball games or 3.
Bro, check. Okay, now you see this schedule, right? Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Tennessee, A&M, Auburn, LSU, Texas, Missouri, all these teams, right? Okay, check this out, dude. Check this out because this is so disgusting. Look how disgusting this schedule is, bro.
Central Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, South Carolina, Massachusetts. They do have to play Alabama. Auburn. They get Vandy. They get A&M. They get Mississippi State. They get OU. They got a pretty nice schedule, man.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
I don't know who. Well, I'm not going to say that on the air, but I don't know what they're doing to be getting this kind of schedule. But somebody's happy. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh man, I don't know.
Missouri. Wowzers.
It's hard. I'm having a hard time getting geared up for it this year, man.
I feel you. I don't think you're alone. I see a lot of Arkansas fans talking, and they are not happy.
Well, we didn't do anything over the summer. We did nothing. We would, you know, the news come out about Texas, news come out about Alabama, news come out about so and so, news come out about this, and then Arkansas, it's crickets, it's chirp chirp chirp, new crickets, man.
I know they were all like, "Oh, wait till the revenue sharing thing. Wait till that. We're gonna even everything out." And it does seem like they've gotten more 4-stars in the last couple. Like I know next year the 26th season, which is not gonna matter if everybody leaves or whatever. But like, let me look this up. How many 4-stars do you think they had?
I think they have 2 this year.
Let's just do the last 10 years. Let's see what it says here. I wonder if it break it down by class for me. Okay, here we go. So since 2016, they had 3 that year. Okay. 2. They had 5 in 2019. I don't know what that was that Sam's first year?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, 2, 4, 2, 6.
We have 6 this year.
2024, yeah. So that was, I guess that was the ones coming in, maybe. Let's see about what this is about. What? You've reached your limit. Oh, you suck.
Oh, you've used your AI too much.
Ain't that something? I want to try and get me to upgrade for $20 a month.
They get you hooked. It's just like a drug dealer. Here, take a little taste.
Well, here's the thing, man. I got them tricked. Because I can go right over here to this other one I got and use it. What do you think about me now, sucker?
That AI is getting so okay,
hang on.
Real. They're going to get jealous of you using another AI.
How many 4-star? Okay, no, anyway. Make me a list. Make me a list. Sorry, a lot of dead time quiet there. This one has to think for a minute because it does some deep search. Oh, shoot. Oh, goodness. Oh. They searching. Oh, wow. They went and checked 247 and everything. Look at that. This is crazy. You can actually see it working over here. Like it's going to web pages. You can see the web pages it looks at where it's searching. Like, it's insane. It's crazy. It's thinking. Hold on. Anyway, I don't know. What's your guess? What do you guess? What's your best guess?
Oh, what?
How many 4 stars?
In the last what?
I feel like it got stuck on some kind of ad blocker thing or something. I don't know what's going on. Weird. Anyway, I feel like we got a lot. Like, I keep seeing recruits, like, for maybe next year, 2026, 2027, maybe. Seems like lately there's been some 4 stars come through.
Yeah, but you can't rely on that, because between now and then the coach could leave, they could jump in the transfer portal. I mean, I don't even know why we recruit anymore, to tell you the truth.
True.
I mean, you ought to just put an ad out on X and like, hey, this is what we're paying. Who wants to come play for us?
Bro, this ad blocker thing keeps popping up trying to... Oh, my God. It's crazy. It's like stuck. Oh, my gosh. Back out of it, bro. Anyway, that's going to take a minute to think about. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here, man?
No, I don't guess.
We went an hour and 11 minutes, apparently.
I got an hour 15.
Dang. What are you counting down on?
Oh, it says live. An hour 14 and 30 seconds.
Mine says 1:11:40.
You're off. Maybe it didn't count your little video at the beginning or something.
What?
I don't know.
That's wild.
I'm ahead of you. It's time change.
You're a whole 3 minutes ahead of me. Dang, time traveler.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, let's get out of here, and I will catch you on the flip floppity flop. Catch you tomorrow.
Right. I'll be here.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.